Oh, I didn't see you there. I'm just enjoying my very frivolous and relaxing vacation in, you guessed it, Costa Rica. Yeah, it's really nice here. I bet you all wish you could be here with me, but I'm afraid you're just not cool enough to... Okay, maybe I'm not actually in Costa Rica, and maybe I'm just standing in front of my Getty Images wallpaper. But guys, it's summer, which means I am in a complete and total state of bliss. Back when I was a kid, I always thought spring was my favorite season. My birthday is in spring and the weather is typically pretty nice, but oh, what a fool I was. I had no idea what I had coming. Now that I'm in high school and I barely made it out alive of my violently stressful sophomore year, it's nice to fall into the arms of summer to escape the stress of exams and research papers. And what better way to avoid stress than to leave it behind while on a vacation? My family typically goes on a vacation annually, and this year, we've decided to pull out the big guns and venture off to the epitome of beautiful summer relaxation. Hawaii!
Lava from Hawaii's Kilauea volcano is once again pouring into the ocean. The cascade into Kapahoha Bay is releasing toxic steam mixed with tiny particles of glass. And the number of homes destroyed by the eruption is dramatically higher this morning.
Well, if I even make it back from Hawaii alive, I'll probably have a funny story to tell about it. Speaking of funny vacation stories, this video needs more than me just gushing about how much I love summer, so I'll tell some of my best ones to you right now. Back in 2015, my family went to Florida for our vacation, and one particularly long afternoon of activities left us on the road desperately looking for a restaurant to have lunch in. A few of you watching may know that I have food allergies, which means if I eat things like dairy, nuts, etc., my body just decides to give me the finger and jump ship on the whole keeping me alive thing. Needless to say, that limited our choices for finding a place where we could all grab a much-needed meal. We must have been driving for a solid 20 to 30 minutes without finding a single restaurant to eat at, and it was starting to show. We were all very tired and our patience was running quite thin. We finally struck gold on a place called Maria's. We all frantically left our car and went out to the door where a portly employee was standing.
Hi there, welcome to Maria's. How can I help you?
Now, I have to preface this by saying that this condition shouldn't be brushed aside or ridiculed, but yes, the man had a smoker's hole.
Hey, buddy! Let's take a little walk. When I say go outside, we go outside. When I say fork it over, you fork it over. Hey, when I say...
Yes, that actually came from a real anti-smoking PSA. I wish I was kidding.
Pucker up.
My dad asked the employee to let him see the menu to make sure I could eat there. The man refused. This obviously puzzled all of us until he began to recite seemingly every single item on the menu.
Yeah, we have the sea bass, the grouper, we have nice flounder, some calamari, a sandwich for lunch yesterday, and I was thinking about
My dad was ready to just have us find another place, but the man insisted that we came inside. Inside Maria's, we were met with a sea of mirrors. I swear it was like a house of mirrors at a carnival. What didn't help with this already off-putting place was the record player, which kept playing the same 7 seconds of a particularly annoying song over and over and over. The straw that broke the camel's back was when our waitress gave us all kids' menus and crayons. We all simultaneously stared at each other in disbelief until my dad said, "We're leaving." I do feel a little bad about it, but yes, we ditched Maria's. We ended up eating in another place down the road where I had alligator, which I swear was just grocery store chicken, and that, my friends, ends the tale of Maria's. But it doesn't end this video. My next story happened in 2014 during my family's vacation to Washington, D.C. We were taking a tour of the Capitol building, and we all heard whispers of some kind of black backpack, and we saw the police walking around acting like something unusual was happening. Our tour guide, however, was pretty cool about it and said that this stuff happens all the time and it's always a false alarm. So after the tour ended, we went to the Capitol building's gift shop. There was a cute old Asian lady there, and she complimented me and my sister for, being kids? Come to think of it, that happened a lot actually when I was a kid. After a few minutes of browsing, we saw a security guard outside the door scream, "Code red! Code red! Everyone evacuate!" Followed by a horde of screaming people running for the doors. Remember that cute old Asian lady from before? Yeah, she turned on us. She screamed, "Code red!" Dropped and shattered the little mug she was looking at, shoved my sister out of the way, and booked it towards the exit. So we ran through the crowd of people towards the count 'em, two exit doors that everyone had to funnel through. Yep, we're gonna die. We finally made it to the tiny doors when we came face to face with a very crabby security guard I like to call a very crabby security guard who was more of a detriment to our survival than the old Asian lady. The security guard was on the larger side, and hey, I have nothing against people who are more heavy-set, but her size combined with the crowded environment made it difficult for people to actually escape the building we thought was going to explode. So people kind of had to brush against her or forcefully move past her in order to escape. This would be fine had it not been for her screaming,
"Don't you push me! Don't you dare push me! No screaming! Don't push me! Order! Order!"
I was just about to leave the building when an old guy in a wheelchair and his carer cut me off and separated me from my family. Ugh, man, I cannot get lost from my family in all this chaos in a place I've never been before. But I kind of feel bad for the guy in the wheelchair. He's gotta escape too. What to do? So I cut the wheelchair guy off, and I caused him to crash into the crabby security guard. I wasn't sure whether I should feel bad about it or if I should laugh my ass off. I did a little bit of both. That night back in the hotel, my dad read an article from CNN written by someone like us, explaining what happened. So apparently there was this small plane that flew over the area without registering first, because apparently you need to do that, and combined with the abandoned black backpack in the building, people naturally thought that someone was going to blow up Washington, D.C. So yeah, it was a false alarm. My family made it out safely, albeit still very stressed, and we all got McDonald's afterwards, and I got a Dr. Pepper. Oh yeah, hashtag not sponsored. So there you have it, my funniest summer vacation stories. Yeah, I survived a terrorist attack. What did you do today? But yeah, I appreciate you guys watching the video, and I recognize that last video took a whole lot of time to make, and that's mainly just because of school. School pretty much sucked up all my time, and like I mentioned in the video, it was pretty rough, and so I didn't have a whole lot of time to work on it. But now that it is summer, I'll probably crank out a lot more videos, and I hope you guys can be really satisfied with my content. But yeah, I have a feeling it's gonna be really fun. So thank you all for watching again. Be sure to like, hit that subscribe button, click the notification bell because YouTube is apparently messing with the subscription box again. YouTube, what are you doing to me? But yeah, alright guys, see you later, stay classy.
Pucker up.